And we're live.
I met the girl who cut my hair the other day. She listens.
Okay.
Because she was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Never again." We're like, "Come here."
Really? You're like, all right, well, that's my last visit here.
Yeah, that's my last haircut from you. You know, first of all, she did a terrible job. Like the haircut's fine. She managed to get it done without making me look like a Nazi. And but when she was doing like the clippers on the side, I had the tiniest bit of like product in my hair to like hold it together when I got there. And instead of like spritzing it with enough water so that then she could like run the clippers through it, she just like ran them through it. She's like, "What?" Like pulling the hair out of my head. "That gel's really in there, huh?" And I remember back to that Barber story from Woody where like the guy's like, "Does that hurt?" And he's like, "Yes, it really does." He's like, "Well, why aren't you saying anything?" And I was sitting there thinking like, why am I not saying anything?
Right. I just assume they have customer after customer enduring this pain without mention. And like I'm being a big sissy or something, but you're hurting me a lot. You know,
I think it's like men don't like to complain in a public thing about like pain. Like we could break our fucking leg and be like, "It's good," you know, pour Jaeger on it and go about our day.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't want to tell her that it was really hurting what she was doing to me.
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
I've never.
I really didn't want to be rude and I didn't want her to be like, "Oh, well, all right, well, do it the hard way." Then now she's gonna like do a bad job and like gap me up in the back or something. I'm gonna look like, you know, when Jackie cut your hair or something.
That was pretty rough.
That happened.
It looks really good from the front.
So bad from the back. I didn't even know. Because it was live stream, so I get to see what was on camera like 5 seconds ago, and I saw the back of my head, and oh god, that happened.
What did she do? What happened?
I just
spoiled it.
It was like a bowl cut or something. Like the front wasn't too bad, but around the back, that like where she transitioned from clippers to scissors. It's like she'd never done it before. It was as bad as it can be done.
You ever see Tropic Thunder? You know,
yeah.
Remember when they had the flashbacks to Ben Stiller's movie Simple Jack?
Yeah, and he has the bowl cut, and yeah.
There you go.
So just the back looked like that.
It looked terrible. Yeah,
it was as though Woody had slighted her, and she was on a covert mission to fuck with his hair.
Yeah. It was a spite haircut.
I've never experienced any pain whatsoever at the barber.
That's shocking.
Yeah, that's shocking. I had a barber that would trim it really, close around the ears, and she would fucking nick my like ear, like at the top here. Yeah, like nick it every fucking time, and I would bleed.
Oh shit!
So
yeah, I mean that should be a real embarrassment for her.
Right? Like, she didn't notice. So yeah.
If there's blood coming out of my head because of your haircut, there's tangible evidence here that you're doing this poorly.
And it wasn't like pouring, but it was like a little scratch every single time. It'd be like blood.
There's no acceptable amount of haircut bleeding.
No, the amount is zero. Do they shave your neck ever? Like do they always just do like? I'm not talking about just with the like the no guard
straight razor. Yeah.
They ever use a straight razor?
Yeah.
And warm shaving cream. It's my favorite part. And when I get back from the barber,
my favorite part. That's how I know I've got a good barber, when he pulls out the straight razor and he starts fucking like. I went to this stropping. Yeah. So I went to this place. It had it was like a men's barber shop. I don't know. It had one of those trendy names. I can't think of it. It was like maybe it's called Roosters or something like that. Anyway, and this guy did such a fantastic job. It was a black guy, but I couldn't remember his name the next time I wanted to go there. He had done the stropping of the razor and it felt really good. He was so good.
You just walk in. Is there a Dion here?
See, that's what happened. So I called to make my appointment, 8 weeks later. And I'm like, "Hey, I'd like to get the guy that cut my hair last time to do it again." But I don't remember his name. And I don't want to say the black. Is the black there? I didn't want to do that. So I don't know why I felt uncomfortable doing that. Again, when somebody's cutting your hair, you don't want to piss them off. Yeah, they could really fuck you up for the next couple months. I've had an embarrassing haircut before, and it was like, oh man, there's no wearing a hat out of this. Like I can't wear a hat at work.
Your day, Dion, but
well, Taylor's got an outfit for you.
He noticed you were black.
Did you ask their names? I would have been like,
I could tell the girl on the phone was also black.
Maybe if you, I was going with the whole, if you said his name, I might remember it. Well, there's Michael, Jacob, and Tyrone.
That's what happened. That's what happened. So she says, well, you know, what do he look like? And I'm like, younger guy, athletic,
maybe basketball.
Looks speedy. Like he can really lay some tracks. I was like, well, what are their names? She's like, well, we've got Christopher, Brendan, and DeAndre. And I'm like, DeAndre. It was DeAndre. I remember now. I get there, and she's like, she's like, oh, you're here for DeAndre? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, have a seat. He'll be right over. And I see my dude over there. He's like, hey, Kyle. He remembers my name, and it's been 2 months. And I'm just like, man, I love this guy. And then this big fat black guy walks over and goes, yo, Kyle, let's go. And I'm just like, the fuck. And I walk. The dude's name is Brendan or some shit. This fucking like cool black dude's name is Brendan. He was doing like he was working on the set of The Walking Dead doing hair in his spare time. He had cool stories. We both knew people who like worked on The Walking Dead and like
The Walking Dead guy.
We had a whole conversation about my legal troubles and he was like, I smoke weed every day. I'm high now. Like it was just a cool fucking guy. DeAndre gets me over there, fucks my shit up. And then when it comes time to shave the back of my hair, he pulls out a Bic razor. He pulls out one of those cheap plastic Bic razors and gives me a razor burn on the back of my fucking neck.
DeAndre is an idiot.
It was the worst.
2 thumbs down. When he
led me past my dude's chair and the dude was just, hey, Kyle. I was just like, no. No, it's just fuck.
You were supposed to be DeAndre.
You were supposed to be. You are so a DeAndre. You're not a Brendan.